Kiai Abdurrahman Wahid Gus Dur suatu kali mengatakan, beliau mengatakan ada dua orang yang baru bisa lulus kalau kampusnya dibakar. Kata Gus Dur, yang pertama itu Yahya Staquf dan yang kedua Saifullah Yusuf. Dan entah kenapa ternyata Saifullah Yusuf ini juga selamat bisa lulus tanpa membakar kampus. Sedangkan saya sekarang diberi gelar oleh UIN Sunan Kalijaga. Itu berarti sebetulnya di satu sisi UIN ini sudah menyelamatkan UGM dari kebakaran. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah wa syukurillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah Sayyidina Maulana Muhammad ibn Abdullah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi mawala amma ba'd. Honorable Chairman of the Senate Council of State Islamic University Sunan Kalijaga of Yogyakarta, Professor Dr. Siswanto Masruri, and the members of the council, Honorable Rector of State Islamic University Sunan Kalijaga of Yogyakarta, Professor Dr. Al-Makin, Honorable Chairman of the promoter team, Professor Dr. Mahasin, and the members of the team, my eminent master and the guard of my soul, His Eminence Kiai Haji Miftahul Akhyar, the Chairman of the Supreme Council of the Central Board of Nahdlatul Ulama, His Majesty Sri Sultan Hamengkubuwono X, Honorable Chairman of Muhammadiyah, His Excellency Professor Dr. Haidar Nasir, His Excellency Minister, Coordinating Minister of Politics, Law and Security, Professor Dr. Muhammad Mahfud MD of Jogja origin, my beloved younger brother, Minister of Religious Affairs, Yakut Khairul Qomas, His Excellency Minister of, I don't know the English term of it, PAN dan RB. His Excellency Abdullah Azwar Anas, His Excellency General Secretary of the PDIP, Dr. Hasto Kristianto, Excellency General Secretary of the Ministry of Religious Affairs, Professor Dr. Nizar Ali, Excellency the Chief of Jogja Provincial Police Force, Pak Suwondo Nainggolan, not Nanggulan, but Nainggolan. Honorable great international figure of Muhammadiyah and my beloved friend, Professor Dr. Din Samsudin. Honorable head of the Indonesian Islamic charity body, the Basnas, Professor Dr. Nur Ahmad, Honorable Rector of the university with a lot of eyes, the Indonesian International Islamic University, Professor Dr. Komarudin Hidayat. We have university with one eye and in Jakarta, and we have university with two eyes in Yogyakarta, and now we have university with a lot of eyes. Honorable guests, His Excellency Cardinal Miguel Angel Ayuso Guso, the President of Pontifical Council for Interreligious Dialogue, His Excellency Dr. Sutipya Markus, member of Muhammadiyah Council, my beloved family, my mother, I have my birth mother present here, Nyai Mohsinah Cholil. And I have also my soul foster mother, Nyai Umi Salamah Masyuri. I have too many to mention here. My beloved friend, the scout and the guide, the Sherpa of my international activism, Charles Holland Taylor, present here. My friends from the Nahdlatul Ulama Board, honorable guests, distinguished members of the academic community of State Islamic University Sunan Kalijaga, Yogyakarta. Welcome to the State Islamic University Sunan Kalijaga, Yogyakarta, and welcome to the 2nd century of Nahdlatul Ulama. First, I feel like I have to apologize and beg your pardon if I somehow look awkward in this position, because I do feel awkward, because to be honest, I have a great doubt of myself in the position. I have a great doubt whether I am eligible in this position, whether I am worthy to receive this great honor that is presented to me. Because I know that the history of my academic adventure was just a total failure. Kiai Abdurrahman Wahid Gus Dur suatu kali mengatakan, ini saya bicara bahasa Indonesia supaya Kardinal Ayuso tidak paham. Beliau mengatakan ada dua orang yang baru bisa lulus kalau kampusnya dibakar, kata Gus Dur. Yang pertama itu Yahya Staquf dan yang kedua Saifullah Yusuf. Dan entah kenapa ternyata Saifullah Yusuf ini juga selamat bisa lulus tanpa membakar kampus. Sedangkan saya sekarang diberi gelar oleh UIN Sunan Kalijaga. Itu berarti sebetulnya di satu sisi UIN ini sudah menyelamatkan UGM dari kebakaran. So, this situation then make me even more greatly appreciate the honor that granted to me by the State Islamic University Sunan Kalijaga, and the courage of this university to give me this honor, because there's always a chance that it's going to be maybe an academic embarrassment, because this university gave an honorary title to a person who dropped out from other university. So anything happen in the future, I could only say, you asked for it. But ladies and gentlemen, I do bear a great anxiety of a somewhat painful and harsh thought about how Islam should present in the context of reality of our current civilization. And this anxiety, this painful thought has been occupying my mind for so long, since the early of my adulthood. In the early of my adulthood, I was very much occupied by the thought that Islam was under pressure, was under attack, was under threat from all directions. From the direction of domestic reality of Indonesia, and also from various directions of international dynamics. It was so painful because this thought came from my knowledge about the painful reality of Muslims' condition all over the world. And I even, in my childhood, I witnessed a very painful and harsh experience of Nahdlatul Ulama under the early consolidation of Suharto regime. It was a horrible threat, horrible treatings by the regime toward Nahdlatul Ulama people. My family, since my grandfather has been activists of Nahdlatul Ulama for so long, So when it came the time that Nahdlatul Ulama has to face the consolidation of Suharto regime, then it was really not an easy situation for us. And I'm sure many of us, especially those of my age or older, know this also. So the thought was that. And I was also then very much occupied by the anxiety to find a way to fight back against those threats and attacks toward Islam, not just domestically, but internationally also. But then again, I was fortunate, I think, that in that situation, the one that I encountered and I was exposed to was not any radical or terrorist movement. Because if so, then maybe I might easily join them. I was fortunate that then the one that I encountered was Kiai Haji Abdul Rahman Wahid. He, in many ways, then opened my eyes about the reality and about what is realistically possible. So I went to university. I entered the Faculty of Social and Political Sciences in the University of Gajah Mada, Yogyakarta. And I took major of sociology. It's all because I was seeking an answer to a question of how should Islam be positioned in the context of our current civilization. I didn't, like I said, I didn't finish the study because I easily got bored by books. I tend to easily got sleepy when I'm listening to lectures, not just from the lecturers in the university, but also in pesantren. But I'm seeking the answer for the question. And then I realized several things. First, that this anxiety that I bear is not mine alone. I saw that the entire generation of my age actually bear the similar anxiety because we share experience. Second, I realized then that the choices are limited. In one hand, I know because I was educated and trained with Islamic discourse, especially in Sharia, I know that there, within the Islamic teachings, are tenets, elements that encourage Muslims to simply go into a conflict to fight back against whoever perceived as a threat to Islam, and even against whoever perceived as from outside of Islam. Fight against others. There are this kind of tenets in the discourse of Islamic teachings. And I was educated, I was trained, I was taught by my teachers since my early childhood, on these matters. So that's why I and many of my fellow Muslims then actually have this urge to fight against others because of this kind of teachings. But then, in reality, the realistic chance to win the fight, if we indeed go to fight, the chance to win the fight is simply none. It is impossible to win the fight against others. And I realize there's even no chance for anybody, not just for Muslim or Islam, but also for others to win in this kind of fight. If the fight happens, if the conflicts erupts between Islam and the others, then there will be no winner. All will be losers, because what will happen is total destruction of all. So then, from my learning under the guidance of Kiai Haji Abdul Rahman Wahid of Gus Dur, then I realized that there is no better way to help for the betterment of the condition for Islam than to struggle for the betterment of the condition of all humanity. Because if humanity wins, then everybody wins. If humanity wins, then Islam wins, Christian wins, Hinduism wins, Buddhism wins, everybody wins. The Shiite wins, the Sunni wins, everybody wins. So, I am then coming to a conviction to go forward in this path of struggle. That is why my entire activism, domestically and internationally, under the flag of Nahdlatul Ulama, actually bear the theme of this struggle, which is a struggle for the well-being of all humanity. The struggle for the better and nobler future for human civilization. This is not an easy struggle. And this is going to be a long, long fight for all of us. But we have to start somewhere. And in my position in the leadership of Nahdlatul Ulama, and in entering the second century of Nahdlatul Ulama, I can say that this is the mission of Nahdlatul Ulama, fight for our future. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I should stop thinking about whether I'm eligible for this honor or not. I just want to thank the State Islamic University Sunan Kalijaga, Yogyakarta. And yes, in fact, to be honest, I feel proud of myself. Ini topinya mungkin kelihatan kekecilan. Sebetulnya sebelum dibikin kemarin sudah diukur-ukur dan kelihatan pas. Tapi sampai di sini saya pakai terasa kekecilan. Mungkin karena setelah sampai di sini itu saya tambah gede ndase sehingga topinya jadi terasa sesak. Saya sejujurnya bangga. I'm proud and I'm very, very grateful with this honor, and I can, what I can offer is no other than a prayer that all this would become a true, meaningful thing for not just me and my family, but my friends and all what I'm fighting for. And may Allah grant His blessing on this for all of us. Thank you. Wallahul muwaffiq. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.